अगर आप मेरे जैसे हो तो ट्रस्ट मी, यू आर ट्रैवलिंग इन द सेम बोट विच इज thinking about your present, which is of course important, but also bothering yourself with your past and what's going to happen in your future. What we often do is we create hypothetical situations in our mind कि ऐसा हो सकता है, अगर ऐसा हो गया तो क्या करूँगी, क्या करूँगा, what is going to happen, how am I going to balance it out, how am I going to manage all this. This is something which we all experience, and it's absolutely normal, we can say. And there's no need to be anxious or nervous about it, that okay, am I going nuts, or is this something abnormal, or which is not supposed to happen with me. No, I think we all engage in all these things, and of course this is our life. When we are dealing with our lives, it's very evident that we need to think about what happened in the past, how we can rectify it, how we can manage our mistakes, and how we can move on in the present. And of course, if we are working on something in the present, that obviously will lead to a beautiful future for us. So this is something we all are engaged in. But if we are engaged in a certain way which is over, which is more than a limit, then there can be an issue in your life. And today's video is going to be about that only, so please keep watching. So what happens at times, as I said, कि हम एक hypothetical situation अपने mind में बना लेते हैं और हम सोचते रहते हैं कि अगर ऐसा हो गया तो मैं कैसे डील करूंगी या करूंगा इस चीज से, या am I going to embarrass myself in front of so many people, am I going to be clumsy, am I going to act weird, what's going to happen is the question. And this often comes to us when we are sleeping, or when we are dreaming, or when we are in that unconscious or subconscious state of mind. And when we get up, when we are fully conscious, then we think about it that okay, कुछ तो चल रहा था मेरे माइंड में, मैं कुछ तो सोच रही थी या मैं कुछ तो सोच रहा था, and it was of course related to me and my life. So this is something where we get stuck at times and we are not able to fix it. So how can you fix it is the question, and you'll get the answer in this video. So basically today we are going to talk about self doubt and overthinking. So self doubt or overthinking जो ऐसी दो चीजें हैं, it goes hand in hand. This is a vicious circle. When you doubt about yourself, about your existence, why you are existing, what is your aim in life, then it leads to overthinking. आप सोचते रहते हो, and what happens in overthinking is you think about the worst situation possible. You cannot think in a positive direction. Overthinking always leads to negative thought. You think in the most worst situation, how is it going to be for you? And that leads to more self-doubt. More self-doubt leads to more overthinking. And it is a circle. It is a vicious circle, a vicious pattern. And I think it's very important to fix it and to break this vicious circle. Also, हम क्या करते हैं? This is very, very evident. I think you all can relate to this. We hold grudges. वी जज पीपल, हम दूसरों को जज करते हैं, दूसरों पे जजमेंट्स पास करते हैं. लाइक आफ्टर द कोर्ट और आफ्टर द लॉ वी थिंक दैट वी आर द ओनली लॉ और वी आर द ओनली कोर्ट वेयर वी कैन जज पीपल, वी कैन give our judgments, we can tell them you are right, you are wrong, you have to do this, you have to do that. We often feel that we can tell others how they have to run their life, but no, we cannot tell anybody else to how they have to run their life, and neither anybody can tell us how we need to run our lives. But yes, हम ऐसी society में रहते हैं which is collectivistic. In Indian culture we live in a collectivistic society where we live with people whom we know, our relatives, our family, our friends, and in return they also have their extended families and friends. But then we all have something to say for each other, be it just an opinion, just a way of expressing ourselves. बट ये ऐसी चीज़ें जो बहुत नॉर्मल है एंड ये हर किसी ने एक्सपीरियंस करी है फ्रॉम जनरेशन्स टू जनरेशन्स. अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स हैव बीन चेंजिंग ऑफ कोर्स, बट स्टिल वो जो एक चीज़ है वो कॉमन है बिकॉज ऑफ द कलेक्टिविस्टिक सोसाइटी. And if you go in another culture in the West, many of my friends have been to West, so they tell a lot of cultural differences over there. They follow an individualistic pattern. वहाँ पे उनकी अपनी individual identity है, वहाँ पे उनका अपना individual lifestyle है, उन्हें पता है कि उन्हें अपनी life कैसे run करनी है. There's nobody to literally judge them or point fingers at them. Yes, they have a family too, but then their family understanding is such that they know every individual is different. हर किसी का way of life different है. आप अगर एक family को represent कर रहे हो, of course you have to follow some rules, some moral values of your family. That is very very important. Family is based on the set values, on set moral values. That is very important. But then apart from that, each member of the family has their own identity, has their own viewpoints, have their own thoughts. So that has been respected over a period of time, and they still respect each other's opinions, each other's behaviors in that particular family. That is somehow missing, or not, we cannot say missing, of course. There is this certain level of misunderstanding or a lot of expectations from others कि अच्छा आपको ऐसे ही चलना है या आपको ऐसे ही करना है. Of course you cannot follow the set rule, you cannot follow set pattern. As I said, every person is different, every individual is different. So this can lead to self doubt at times. This can lead to overthinking at times. You feel that, okay, am I not worth enough? Am I not the person who can handle my life on my own? Do I need a lot of judgments? Do I need a lot of support from around? Of course support is something which is very important, but when you feel कि वो support आपको interfere कर रहा है आपकी लाइफ में ऑब्स्टिकल्स क्रिएट कर रहा है, जहाँ पे आप एक स्मूथ जर्नी नहीं कर सकते हो, आप अपनी डे टू डे एक्टिविटीज, लाइफ एक्टिविटीज को स्मूथली कैरी आउट नहीं कर पा रहे हो, यू आर हैविंग दैट प्रेशर, यू आर हैविंग दैट criticism, you are having those judgments on you, due to which you have a lot of self doubt in you, you have a lot of negative thinking, a lot of overthinking within you. So that is something you need to change and you need to fix it up. So the first thing is repeat as many times as possible. So what you have to repeat is, आपके माइंड में जो भी थॉट्स चल रहे हैं, बी इट नेगेटिव, बी इट पॉजिटिव, बी इट फुल ऑफ सेल्फ डाउट्स, बी इट फुल ऑफ ओवर थिंकिंग स्टफ, स्टिल कीप ऑन रिपीटिंग इट. एट वन सर्टन पॉइंट यू विल रियलाइज कि वो जो आपकी थॉट्स आपके माइंड में आ रहे हैं, इज इट वर्थ द वाइल, is it worth spending your time on? And then automatically you'll try to filter out the negative thoughts and filter in the positive ones. और अगर आप अपने आप को सेल्फ अश्योर करते हो, अगर आप अपने आप को डेली वो चीज़ रिपीट कर रहे हो जो आपके माइंड में चल रही है, इफ़ यू आर नॉट रनिंग अवे फ्रॉम योर थॉट्स, if you know that, okay, I am confronting my negative thoughts and I really want them to change into a positive one, then of course one day you can. And that's the most important thing for you. Another thing is, communicate yourself as much as possible. We often communicate to our own self. We write down journals, we write down diaries, we write down a lot of beautiful stuff about ourselves. I have met a lot of people who write poems, who write articles, who write stories about them, like their own self, where either they put themselves as a protagonist or a villain or a vamp. So it completely depends upon you, who you are in your own story. So आप अपनी स्टोरी के विलन हो, आप अपनी स्टोरी के हीरो हो, क्या हो आप अपनी स्टोरी के? So write that down. And I think every person has a story to tell, but how many of us is ready to tell our story? That's very very important. And not just in the fun factor, but yes, at times you'll get that reflection, you will get that introspection in your life. एक रियलिटी चेक मिलेगा आपको ऑफकोर्स कि आप अपनी लाइफ में कहाँ लीड कर रहे हो, आप अपने आप को कैसे देख रहे हो. एंड इफ यू फील दैट यू आर सीइंग योरसेल्फ एज अ विलन, व्हाई? क्वेश्चन योरसेल्फ. इफ यू सी योरसेल्फ एज अ हीरो, व्हाई? क्वेश्चन योरसेल्फ. In both the cases you have to question, and with those questions you are the only ones who can find your own answers. So you can exercise this particular activity, and it is not just an activity, I think it is something which we should do often, and it really helps us to overcome our self-doubts. So yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope you liked this video and I hope you learned something out of it. See, self-doubt is something we all face at times. Maybe because of our own self, maybe because of what others tell us or how other people treat us. So that might lead to a lot of self-doubts, a lot of overthinking. But still, I would like to finish this video with a very beautiful thought. So with this beautiful quote, thank you so much. We'll meet in the next video. Till the time, please share this video with your friends and family, those you feel are really in a self doubt or in that dilemma of overthinking, and you want them to fix that up, to come out of that zone. So please share this video with them, like, comment, and of course if you're new to the channel, then please subscribe to it. Till then, goodbye.